Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've been enjoying the content, the live streams. If you're not, think about becoming a channel member. That gives you access to 8 extra live streams per month, early access to the videos that get released to my channel members and then go public, like the Nitro series. Probably within the next week, the kazoos will be here, and I'll be individually packaging those up and mailing them out to the kazooians. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, big things happening here on the channel. We're going to talk about an article from Bounding into Comics. You'll have to excuse my voice. A little cold, but we're good. We're good. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer. Yeah, Amy Schumer. We're going to talk about Amy Schumer, unfortunately. But sometimes the low-hanging fruit is truly your best option. Monkeys, roll the footage.
One time, I let a cab driver finger me.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
it a lot.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Here we are, Bounding into Comics. This article came out yesterday, and I was kind of scrolling through and looking at some topics, and I was like, I want to talk about this article.
Why?
Right here we are. Ugh, that's just a terrifying photo from the Oscars. Amy Schumer says Secret Service got involved after receiving death threats for Oscars joke involving Kirstin Dunst. Now, I want to preface this entire thing by saying I don't condone threats of violence or acts of violence against anybody. The slings and arrows that she suffers due to her own, I guess, stupidity, what she represents, and the things that she chooses to say.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Are more than sufficient in, kind of taking her down a peg. You don't need to actually threaten somebody. That's wrong. Far more civilized ways of, roasting these celebrities than threatening violence. I mean, all right, let's go through this article here. Jacob Smith, this came out yesterday. If there's one person who can claim to be a victim of abuse at the 2022 Oscars, it's definitely Amy Schumer.
Are you serious?
The biggest story of the last several weeks has been the fallout of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Academy Awards. While Rock was the person who was assaulted for making a joke about Jada Pinkett's shaved head, comedian Amy Schumer wants the world to know she was a victim of a joke that she was part of during the show. During the 2022 broadcast, Schumer did a scripted bit where she mistook actress Kirstin Dunst for a seat filler and kicked her out of her seat in front of her husband, Jesse Plemons. Both Plemons and Dunst were nominated for supporting roles for their performances in the film Power of the Dog.
The seat filler. Can we get you up, honey? You want to go to the bathroom? Okay. Jesse, I loved you in Power of the Dog.
You know that was my wife.
You're married to that seat filler? Oh, that's weird.
Shut up, bitch!
I don't even know. Like, it's not funny, but again, I'm not going to go out of my way to threaten her with violence, I mean, that's just stupid. Like, who does that? You're mentally unstable. The comedy bit didn't go over well with audiences. Many on social media panned the segment for being unfunny. Others on social media thought the bit was real and began to attack Schumer while defending Dunst. Here's a tweet right here. Amy Schumer calling Kirstin Dunst a seat filler because it's always the lamest of bitches who think they can make fun of perfect girls. That's a pretty ardent Kirstin Dunst supporter. Another user called for violence against Schumer over the comment, okay, but Kirstin Dunst should have slapped Amy Schumer at that point. Chris Rock ain't the only one who deserved a bitch slap.
That is correct.
Yeah, I honestly think that if that was real and legit, that whole scene would have went down a little bit different. I don't think Kirstin Dunst would have physically struck Amy Schumer. I think Kirstin Dunst maybe would have copped a little bit of an attitude with her, which, I mean, she pretty much has every right to, all things considered. I don't know if she's more relevant now than Amy Schumer, but she was bigger at one time than Amy Schumer is, and that's not a fat joke.
Sure, Jan.
In a recent interview on SiriusXM's The Howard Stern Show, there's an idiot, Schumer revealed that some of the audience thought the bit was real and resulted death threats. In a recent interview on SiriusXM's The Howard Stern Show, remember when Howard Stern used to represent free speech?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Schumer revealed that some of the audience thought the bit was real and as a result received death threats from the show. Schumer explains, and the Kirstin Dunst. I did a bit with Kirstin Dunst and Jesse Plemons that was completely orchestrated. We talked beforehand. The joke that I was pretending like I thought she was a seat filler, and we all worked that out together.
Hello? That's not funny!
The Secret Service reached out to me. They were so bad, the Secret Service reached out to, about that bit. I'm like, oh, I think you have the wrong number. This is Amy, not Will. You must have the wrong... No, you are getting death threats, okay? Not that I want Will to get death threats, she says. Well, she then added, here we go. But the misogyny is unbelievable. When Stern asked her to explain why she would get death threats, Schumer responded, because they were like, you can't do. Who do you think you are to disrespect Kirstin Dunst like that? Schumer also revealed that LAPD was involved, saying the Secret Service, the LAPD, because they were serious and that many.
Liar!
And they called me and were like, did you make fun of Kirstin Dunst at the Oscars? Yes, Kirstin. We worked it out. But she was really nice. Her and Jesse are the coolest. And she even posted like, hey, I knew about that bit because she knew I was getting death threats. Schumer is the second cousin to Democrat Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. As noted by Schumer, the Los Angeles Police Department has also looked into the threats against Amy, but the extent of their investigation is not known. It wasn't just Schumer's bad comedy that got her into trouble. She also took heat from progressives on social media after making the claim she was triggered and traumatized after witnessing Will Smith slap Chris Rock.
I know what you did. You're a damn predator. All right, just get the hell out of here. I got a goddamn
Triggered and traumatized by watching Will Smith slap Chris Rock.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
People made fun of me for saying it was traumatizing. I don't think it was traumatizing for me. I think it was traumatizing for all of us, she said. How could that be traumatizing? Can you please explain to me how one man, limp-wristedly I might add, slapped another man in the face? The thing that should have been traumatizing was that Will Smith is such a cuck that his wife side-eyed him and he got up and slapped another man in the face because of a G.I. Jane joke. Peak level cuckery right there. It truly is. You got so mad over that comment. Oh, you didn't get mad. Jada got mad or just wasn't even mad, just looked at you, just to see if you do it. And then she's probably going to go let some other dude plow her and you're going to be like, here's some Nikes and dinner. But no, Miss Piggy was the one that was traumatized. 2 weeks ago, the comedienne claimed she was disturbed by the event in a now deleted Instagram post because of course she deleted it. Of course she did. And of course, where are the receipts for these death threats? And, I would really love to verify that with a spokesperson from the Secret Service or the LAPD that they actually had to get involved because of these death threats. Because honestly, there's no receipts for these. There's no archived messages. There's no screenshots. I don't think, other than saying she should have got slapped in the face, I mean, is that something you should say? No, you should never wish harm on anybody, but it really isn't in the grand scheme. That's not a death threat. I mean, unless we were back in the old days when you would slap somebody in the face and challenge them to a duel because there would be a gunfight after that. Somebody's ass had to go. Still, here's Newsweek reported. She said, this is Amy Schumer's words, still triggered and traumatized. I love my friend Chris Rock and believe he handled it like a pro. Stayed up there and gave an Oscar to his friend Questlove, and the whole thing was so disturbing. So much pain in Will Smith anyway. I'm still in shock and stunned and sad. I'm proud of myself and my co-host, but yeah, waiting for this sickening feeling to go away from what we all witnessed, she added. Like that right there, you're weak. You're mentally, if that is going to break, you're so mentally weak. I can't even begin to fathom, what actually, something that was disturbing would do to your delicate, fragile psyche. I don't even know what to say at this point outside of this is sad. This is a pathetic situation, but I mean, let's wrap this thing up, shall we? So Amy Schumer, triggered, traumatized, sad. You know, I'm sure she's probably laying around eating, Haagen-Dazs by the gallon because of it, just as a coping mechanism for seeing a slap, which I'm sure she's probably slapped somebody in the course of her life. I wonder if she asked them or anybody that witnessed it if they were that triggered and traumatized that they needed grief counseling afterwards. That's it, gang. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Be sure to slap that like button. Share the video. If you're not subscribed, why not hit the subscribe button? It's absolutely free. Enjoy the content. And do all the YouTube things, like I said, not just for me, but your other favorite YouTubers, as we all appreciate it, as it helps us fight those algorithms, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here, bad voice and all, with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to tell you. Do you want to send us stuff? Because this is how you send us stuff. We have a P.O. Box now. That's right. P.O. Box 924, Prudenville, Michigan 48657. If you have anything you'd like to send in to the Place to Be Reviews, that's where it goes, and that's where your packages will be coming from as well when I ship things out to you, my Kazooians.